Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another One Piece Trash Cruise video up on my channel, and today we have something really special. It's about the new Pirates Alliance Kizuna Clash, and of course about the exploit that has been going around for a couple of hours now. Many people have theory crafted and tried out different teams to beat one of the hardest, if not, well, most certainly the hardest of the 3 super bosses, which is the DEX type. Quick and strength, everybody knows by now. There's a easy zombie team to clear them out. It consists of 4 key units, that is 1 zombie captain, in our case Momonosuke, and 2 KO units being Kuma and Shiryu. And as your normal captain you would use, or as your friend captain you could use Brook, and that will do the trick. You just stall 99 turns, stall out the blow away immunity of her, and then you're fine. But the DEX variation has some special tricks up their sleeves, so there's something you have to do about the mobs who spawn with Boa in the boss stage, because otherwise you will get killed right after you first revive, so that's not gonna help you anyway. For the last couple of hours, my team and we have been brainstorming and testing out stuff, creating different approaches, going into the DEX variation, and at the end the best we can come up with is this team right here, right there. There are a couple of things you can switch around with it, and this is the variation without the super type last tap kid, which honestly I think is the most consistent and most reliable one, because you can mess up 1 or 2 times during the chain, so you don't die immediately, because you have to get over the threshold of around 1.6 million damage per turn for this team to consistently work the way it does. And all of the shenanigans I will explain to you in this video right now. Those units that you see right here are necessary for you to have, or, well, I say necessary, but there are a couple of things you can switch around. As you see, there are many specific supports. All of them reduce despair, because at the end of the day we have to get rid of 27 turns of despair, which is quite a task, but we will do that by activating different kind of specials and having correct support on units. If you don't have, for example, this where is she? Here, the quick support recruit Robin, you can go with like Whitebeard on here, which will reduce another 3 turns of despair. So you're fine. Well, you're fine if you have the rest of the supports like the Luffy crew, or Straw Hat crew, and the Pedro. Like, one of them you can replace by using the Whitebeard. And for your friend captain, very important, you need to have a strength. So that's V1 legend category, the 6-star, not the 6+, and he needs to be limit broke expanded with his new captain ability unlocked. So that's that's a lot of requirements, I know, but it's a very finicky team and it requires a lot of setup. And yeah, I just want to take you through one playthrough. See you in a bit. Before we hop into the actual stage, let me get a quick shout out to my boys, everybody who has helped to make this team possible, viable, and also push our team beyond what I thought was actually possible. There is always somebody on the next super boss, so thank you guys so much for your dedication and hard work. Yeah, we got my boy Eustace right here with amazing 64 clears already on the normal Kizuna boss, and I don't know how many more on the super boss. My boy Luke with the Bang Boss Pirates still going strong with 53. Yorm, of course, our leader, keeping everybody together, coordinating, and yeah, doing the best to his abilities, keeping us and in the top 100. Ditrex, who also is grinding crazy. And then we got my boy 53 Piraten. Let's go. He was actually the one who came up with the craziest ideas, and he theory crafted a lot of this team, so thank you so much for making it possible for us to clear decks right now. And yeah, there's just so many people contributing. Odin wouldn't be Odin, ASCE, 42 and Wizard. Everybody here doing their part. And we are about to get our next DEX boss lane. Let's go. For your friend captain, as I said, you want to have the V1 6-star category strength version limit broke expanded, so you can have higher output of damage. And if you are feeling good and you have the the material to limit break expand your Brook as well, go ahead, because his attack multiplier will change for his limit break expansion captain ability, which is great. Okay, so right here on the turtles we're gonna have to stall a couple of turns, switching our Zabon Ace and our V2 princesses. Zabon Ace because we want to have their super switch ready when entering the boss stage, and the princesses just because we want to have as many points of health as you can possibly have. So the overheal mechanic right here is maybe a true lifesaver, because we are required to hit a couple of perfects, at least 3 I think, on the final boss stage, while we are burned for I think 8k per perfect, which comes down to 24k up to 32k, right, when hitting 4 perfects. And that can really screw you up if you don't have that overheal active. As you can see, my team has, with the normal maximum HP of close to 37k, so I could go for 4 perfects, but sometimes the merry-go ship ability will make you do more perfects than you actually want to, and that's where you're gonna struggle. So activating the super switch of Zabon Ace is always recommended going in here, because it makes the first turn so much safer, so much more safe. And from here on out it's just hitting your perfects. I went for 4 perfects, so yeah, it was a safe proc of Katakuri's ability. And from here now we're gonna have to fight hunger every turn, and on this stage particularly, or in this turn, we have to get rid of 27 turns of despair. And yeah, all our supports are gonna proc. Then we gonna use the the Mancherry special, getting rid of I think 9 additional turns with the support, and then Sabo A switch effect for the color affinity, their special to get rid of 5 more turns, and last but not least we'll have our main man Chopper putting in work for us, removing the final 4 turns of despair. And then yeah, we just get an easy another proc for Katakuri. And this right there is the most, well, the most theory crafting work we had to do to figure out how to get here, because after that it's just mindlessly hitting your perfects, activating the swap effects of Zabon Ace. For these couple of turns right here, it is advised to have matching orb, what do you call it, sockets level 2, so 20 sockets for matching orbs. So your Zabon Ace will get matching orbs for the 1 turn that they are in the dual form, and you can't use the switch effect for additional color affinity. But after you get binded, killed, and revived by Brook, it's just switching, hitting your perfects, switching Zabon Ace, hitting your perfects over and over and over again. We are targeting the mobs in the back first, and we are defeating them as long as we can with our normal attacks. I think at this stage, I think this is level 45 or 46, something around that. It took me 40 turns or 35 turns, around that number, to kill one of them. So their HP scales with the boss, and it's getting harder and harder to kill them. If you don't have the damage to kill them anymore, you have to rely on Shiryu killing them as well, or you go ahead, kill Boa with Shiryu special, and the next one who can go into this fight will have an easier time, because, well, the boss is at 1 HP. So yeah, this team is the most safe team we could figure out because it has the most reliable source of damage, being Sabo Ace's swap effect, and of course their color affinity against all types, and their boosted stats. So just hitting your perfects over around what is it, like close to 100 turns is kind of mind-numbing, and I don't advise you going for that strategy if you really don't have the time, because one run of this may take you up to like 50-60 minutes. So if you run if your luck with Shiryu is really bad, it would take you more than that. And yeah, let's just jump right into the end, where we stalled out all the 90 plus turns of blow away immunity. Alright, so here we are at the final couple of turns, watching Boa fall finally to our man Shiryu, who will hopefully hit in a reasonable amount of turns. If you finally made it this far, you better not screw up at this point. I'll tell you right now, because that's the most frustrating thing. If you're sitting there bashing your head against the wall for 50 minutes just watching this counter go down in the top right corner, and you screw up right here by, I don't know, just resetting the game at the wrong time or missing a perfect, that's frustrating as hell. So if you are finally at, I don't know, turn 100 or I think it might be turn 99 when she finally loses her immunity, you use Shiryu, and if he misses, you just refresh your game, pass one turn like you see me do right here, just quit out if you see he missed, and then when you log back into the game, you use the turn, you just play it like all the 90 plus turns you did before. Go ahead, hit your perfects, proc Katakuri's special captain ability to delay her for another turn, and then you retry your luck with Shiryu, because he doesn't get reset after closing the game and using him again, because you will always get the same result. But if the result is him missing, you can just get him back, his special will stay ready, and then you pass a turn, or play a turn I should say, and then use him again. And at the end, you might just have a good result, as you see in a second, I think. Yeah, should be coming right up after this relog, and then just enjoy your hard-earned victory. Like it's kind of feels like a cheese, but putting in that amount of effort, that amount of time, it's the most rewarding thing to see her finally go down. And it's a great help for your team, and everybody who has teammates who run this shit for like an hour plus really appreciates you finishing that for them. So yeah, this has been it. I hope you guys can all jump in, get some crazy amount of Kizuna tickets. Like, we are already at 20k plus, and we got a couple of more days of this crazy mode going on. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Bye bye.